Hey everyone, I'm Ian Baker, and today what is that smell? Oh, smells like rotten eggs and dog toots. Oh. Okay, so it may have been a slight exaggeration. This is a new toilet. We don't have any smells in here. However, that is something that can certainly become a crappy reality very quickly without proper toilet and tank maintenance. So today I'm going to cover some of that as well as the basic operation of an RV toilet. So we'll start with the operation first and then make our way into the maintenance section. For an RV toilet, basically the way it works, you'll have something that's going to be very similar than this. There are definitely some different variations, but most of them will have a foot lever pedal. It'll either be in the front of the toilet or off to the side. You'll see this one is off to the side. If you want to raise the water level, which I definitely do recommend if you're going to have any solid waste, if you're going number 2, what you want to do is slightly depress on that foot pedal. You will see that will put water in the bowl without opening up that ball, so that, again, just gives you a little bit more area so that your bowl doesn't get as dirty. It just works a lot better. So that is what you will do. Now, to flush the toilet, you will fully depress that. And again, the toilets will have a little bit different setup. You'll see this one has the holes right up along the top. Some of them will have a rim. They'll be underneath. Just depends on the toilet itself. But all of them, if you completely open it up, boom, there you go. You will see that goes straight down into the tank. Now, why do I bring that up? One of the things a lot of people don't realize is all of your toilets at home have a P-trap, which helps hold all of your sewer gas from coming up. It prevents it, just like you have it on sinks and underneath your shower. On an RV toilet, you don't have a P-trap. So if you have issues going on in your tank, when you go to flush that, those sewer gases are going to come up and out of there, especially if you have a bad seal. You're going to lose the water in the bowl. And again, that sewer gas is going to escape. You're going to have a smelly bathroom situation. The last thing I want to hit on before we get into maintenance and we talk about operation is if you have a little spray wand, you do have to slightly depress the foot pedal in order to get any kind of pressure to that wand, but those definitely are helpful for cleaning the bowl. With the basic operation down, let's talk about toilet paper and why you use RV toilet paper. And the simple answer is, folks, because it's built to break down. You don't want to use regular toilet paper because it can gum up your sensors and start to give you false readings, which we'll hit on a little bit when we talk about tank maintenance. You also don't want to flush things like baby wipes or butt wipes. You don't want to flush any paper towel, any feminine hygiene products, diapers, napkins. You don't want to flush anything except for RV toilet paper. Another option when it comes to toilet paper is, instead of flushing it, have a wastebasket that is covered to dispose of any used toilet paper. Now, I know, you're like, Ian, that's disgusting. And I agree, it's certainly not for everybody, myself included. However, it is pretty popular among boondockers for some very good reasons. One, if you need to save black tank space by not putting any paper down there, you will certainly do so. Also, you'll help reduce the chance of your sensors throwing false readings, and you can choose any branded toilet paper you so choose. Let's get into toilet and tank maintenance, starting with the toilet. The first one is pretty simple, and that is to keep your bowl clean. Every time after you're done using it, you want to rinse the bowl out, whether that is by the flushing action itself, it may be with a hand wand, or if you just need to fill up a cup of water and rinse it around in there to clean the bowl off, that is certainly what you want to do. And then you will simply take a brush and just kind of brush it, make sure that it's clean. You don't want to use any harsh chemicals in there, any kind of toilet bowl cleaner, especially if you have a plastic bowl. One of the other maintenance pieces on your RV toilet is this seal right here, commonly called a flush seal. And what this does is exactly what the name implies, and it helps keep the water in the bowl. And the water serves a couple purposes. One, obviously, is to help break down that toilet tissue as well as keep the bowl clean. But two, it helps prevent the gases from the black tank from coming up. So if you start to have a really smelly bathroom and you're not sure why, check your bowl. If there's not any water in here, that is probably why, and we need to check this seal. It can dry out over time, in which case we need to re-lubricate it, and if that still doesn't do it, then it's going to have to be replaced. Next up on maintenance is treating your tanks, and we're going to do that with some chemical, which will have some enzymes in it. You have a couple different options today. One of them will be something like this, which is a liquid form, which we've had for years. This is what I grew up with. But in today's world where you have Tide pods, dishwasher pods, everything else, well, you also have black tank pods, right? You can take these, toss them down the toilet, and it does work. Why do you need it? For two basic reasons. One, those enzymes will help to break down solids, including toilet paper. And the other is because it will help keep your tank clean and wash off your sensors, which, as we talked about, is very important. Now, when you put chemicals into your black tank, it is pretty easy. Definitely follow the instructions. But for most of them, what you're going to do is just hold down your foot flush lever for about 10 seconds to put water into the black tank, and then put your chemical in, whether it is liquid or the pack. You're just going to throw it down in there. You want to make sure there is water in that black tank, folks, that will help it activate. Otherwise, and this is a perfect example, you drop that down. If it's just a dry tank, it's just going to sit there at the bottom. Which actually brings me to my next point, and that is to make sure that when you're camping, you have your gate valves closed. This is a big mistake a lot of people make when it comes to maintenance on their tanks, is they get to a site that has full hookup, they hook up their sewer, they open up their tanks, and they think they're good. Well, what happens is, one, you just drained out all your chemical, so now your black tank has nothing in it. Two, when you go to use the bathroom, you're going to flush and all the liquid's going to leave, but all the solids will remain in the tank. And that is a big, big mistake when we're talking about RV toilets. So again, make sure you're putting chemical in it, and make sure you leave your valves closed so they're at least half full when you can dump them. One of the most common issues we have with black tanks is false readings. And essentially what that is after you drain your black tank out, it shows that there is still something in it. And the reason for that is because you have something on that sensor which is giving it the false reading. So how do you fix it? Well, there's two pretty simple solutions. The first one is to simply fill up your black tank with about 5 to 10 gallons of hot water and hope that the steam and the heat will help loosen that up. If that doesn't work, your next option would be to fill up your black tank to about half to 3/4 full with fresh water, put in a black tank treatment, and then drive around for about 15-20 minutes to allow that to slosh around your black tank and hopefully clean up that sensor. If you still have issues beyond that, well then folks, it's probably time to make an appointment at your nearest Camping World so you can get it in, get it checked out, and see if that sensor just needs to be replaced. Thanks again for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more how-to and troubleshooting tips, be sure to subscribe and like this video so that way you'll be one of the first ones to be notified when we drop a new one. Thanks for watching.